It's MK and I am here with another May I Scraplift You, and today I am lifting Brandy Davison. Oh my stars. I love stalking her channel, you guys. Her layouts are fabulous and they're they stand out is what I'm saying. Just her use of color and the darks and the lights. Like she'll use a dark wood grain and then have all this bright color on top of it. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you. So what I'm showing you guys are the elements that I picked out for this layout. I have a bunch of cut aparts that are from 13 Arts, a couple Heidi Swap little embellishment things, this little Pink Fresh collection that I picked up off the Give Take table from the Live More series or collection. I have some leftover washi. It's not washi. It is origami paper from a previous layout that I did in the month. A couple more Heidi Swap elements as well as a 49 and Market little banner piece right there. This is the stencil that I plan on using, and the colors that I picked out that are so far away I can't read. Yes. Well, that one was Tattered Rose, and I have the Faded Jeans. And then I think the orange is the marmalade that I plan on using. And then one of them I don't end up using at all. So just to let you guys know that. I have I have the leaves that are left over from a previous page as well. Another Heidi Swap word, my giant title that I sprayed in Distress Spray Stain and Tarnished Brass. 2 cute little puppy photos. And then from the Unforgettable collection, I have this beautiful wood grain along with that rainbow on the back. And then my background is going to be white. So these are the puppies that the people that own where we rent a cabin on June Lake, they have these adorable little boxer puppies. And since we purchase groceries and we cook on the patio, there's actually 3 grills and a griddle out there. So we have breakfast in the morning on the griddle, and then we barbecue for the rest of the meals, except for sandwiches and whatnot, depending on where we are and what we're doing throughout the day. We take sandwich stuff. But we love spending time on the community patio for where our cabins are. And these puppies, they enjoy it too because they get little treats. So they just hang out with us, and they're just the sweetest little puppies. The brown one's name is Frank, and the black one's name is Gracie. So Frank and Gracie are the adorable little puppies, and I call them puppies, but you can tell she's not the ripest, but she is a sweetheart. In all honesty, and she doesn't take handouts, so we can't butter her up. But Frank loves it when the kids drop stuff and they're messy. So especially s'mores, and he is very quick to take those marshmallows that fall off the stick. Just to let you guys know that. So I double matted these photos so that way I had a little bit of the wood grain. And I mean so small that you have to see it in real life to even actually know what's there. And then the rainbow piece on the back just gave me enough of that peachy pink color to match the rest of my layout that I'm getting ready to do. So what I'm doing, and I decided to keep this in for you guys, is showing you guys how I clean my brushes, because I'm going from a really dark red to a pink, and I don't necessarily have a brush for pink. Also too, I've got oxides mixed with inks. So I just try to make sure that my blending brush is clean-ish before I start putting it in another ink pad, I guess is what I'm saying. And I just use my messy rag for that process. I don't do anything else. I'm too impatient to wash the brushes and actually and wait for them to dry. I just wipe them off, and then I use a scrap piece of paper, which that scrap piece of paper is the exact same paper that I used to test my inks to see what color combination I wanted to do for this. And it ended up being an orange, a pink, and of course that blue, which ended up being speckled egg instead of faded jeans. I thought I was going to use the faded jeans, and it was just a little too dark. So I ended up using tattered rose, spice marmalade, and speckled egg for my stenciling combination. And now I am just going through and stenciling randomly throughout, but I didn't want to go in an order. I didn't want to do blue, orange, and pink, and then continuously go around. So I just wanted to spice it up a little bit. And in the end, it just looks really cool in the background, even though it's very, very faint in the background, especially once I start adding everything to it. And then, of course, I'm going to be adding some more distress spray in tarnished brass, just to have a little bit more of the gold hanging out. And I think I do that in the end too. So it's not only in the background, but it's also on top. And like I was saying earlier in another video, is it just has that dimension. Even though there's no bulk to the dimension, it's a depth thing. I've got something in the background as well as something in the foreground, even though we're not talking about thickness dimension. So anyways, I also cut up the rainbow enough to get some colorful strips for the edge of my layout. Now, Brandy used this as well. She also added a bunch of word stickers going down the side. I choose not to do that because the word stickers that I picked out ended up being a little bit thicker than I expected them to. So the word stickers that I picked out are Heidi Swapp definitions. So they've got the word and then a big old huge definition to go with it. And some of them aren't that big, but I only picked out a few, and I wanted to use them throughout my photo clusters rather than off to the side. So the side is pretty much done. I don't plan on doing anything else over on that side. And then, of course, my title is so large. I'm so grateful to finally use up these large these large words. They've been in my stash forever. I just never knew when to use them. And this was perfect. It really was perfect. But because my title goes so far over, I didn't think I needed all those little word stickers. But I guess I could have found something else other than the Heidi Swapp ones, like some white ones. So I'm going to tuck in some of these die cut leaves and things. I am making sure to mix the small ones with the big ones and whatnot. They're going to be my first layer. And then I'm going to take the blue flowers and add them as my accent color, because this layout is very peachy in color. And so I just wanted to add a little bit of something else. Because of the fact that the puppies are really dark, my husband's wearing blue, all that stuff. And so I chose to bring in a little bit of the blue, which also brings in why I used blue in the background. So I'm just going to add another teeny tiny little layer to my photos, and it's so small, but it's still there. It sticks out because of how dark it is compared to everything else. Everything else is a little bit more pastel-y. And so this is a little bit more vibrant. And I do like the subtlety of it. It's there, but it's not there, type of deal. And then I just love, oh my gosh, I could have used about 16 more of these blue flowers from 13 Arts. It was a cut apart booklet, and it was on the give take table. And of course, I took the 2 sheets of blue flowers that were in there. I'm sorry for those of you that picked up the rest of the book, but I did notice everybody else went through and picked out the pages they wanted as well. So I don't feel as bad, but I just, wow. And they're so small that it's not like they are overbearing on the layout. I'm going to take my 49 and Market little banner and just lead it into my photo or my title. It kind of gives my title something to sit on. Even though it doesn't go all the way across, it still allows my title to kind of hang in there. And it makes it feel like it was part of the layout instead of just sticking out there. I'm going to add another little blue piece to the edge over here because A, I had a little blank spot, and B, I felt like I needed that tiny little blue piece. And when I cut it off, or when I end up actually, trimming it down, it's not that big. It does end up just being a teeny tiny little sliver of blue stripes. So, and the washi tape or I keep calling it washi tape, you guys. I'm sorry. It's origami paper, so it's super thin too. is easy to work with. Yes. So here are the definition words from Heidi Swapp that I picked out. They were from her, oh, I just had it too, collection. It was in my brain, and now that I'm saying it out loud, it's not there anymore. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, you guys. They're from one of her recent collections that she just came out with last year. So if you guys could help me out, that's great, because it was there. It's on the tip of my tongue, and now it's not there anymore. And if I remember by the end of the video, I will tell you. So I'm going to add some of these pink flowers because, again, that is kind of the color that I have going on. I love this color combination. I would have never in a million years picked this color combination. And to be honest, it was the embellishments that I just wanted to work with that chose this color combination. That's it. I wanted to work with those Heidi Swapp tickets, the Heidi Swapp word definitions. It was a little baggie that I had, and I just was like, well, why can't I make this work? And then, of course, that pop of blue was because of my photos. And, of course, that little breathe word was in with these, in with the tickets and the definitions. So, yeah, it was a great combination. I'm impressed, and I just love it. I love how my photos stick out. I got a lot on this page, but you can't see it. It's so subtle because my photos are the star of the show. They stick out. So here it is. I do not end up adding any splatter on top. It is only in the background, and I absolutely love how this turned out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it. Brandy, thank you again for letting me lift you and stalk you and love everything that you make. Thank you so much. Be sure to check out everyone else that is down in, well, no, it's a playlist. I keep forgetting that. May I Scraplift You has a playlist down below. So go check out all those videos. Videos are being added daily throughout the month of May. And here are 2 more videos for you guys from my channel if you'd like to go check those out. Thank you so much, and I will check y'all later. Bye.